What's up guys, Uwe here. So for this DIY video, I'll be showing you how to properly install a dash cam on a vehicle with side curtain airbags like this Toyota Hilux Conquest. So the steps will be pretty much similar to any make and model of the car as well as the dash cam. And last thing to note that this DIY video will be only showing you the simple way to install a dash cam that doesn't use a hardwire kit. So let's get started. So the first step is to install and connect the app for the dash cam so that we could see the view of the camera and properly position the dash cam onto the windshield. For detailed instruction on how to connect the dash cam to the app, please check the dash cam's owner's manual.
And then from now on this point, just put your dash cam on your windshield rather, and put it on a place where you would want it. So pretty much the good spot would be behind your rear view mirror, like this spot. And then check the view of the dash cam. So adjust it accordingly until you get the view that you want, or if you pretty much cover the left and right lanes. And oh yeah, don't forget to remove the protective cover on the lens. Alright, so now grab your electrostatic film and then pull this tab. Don't completely pull it all the way, just expose a little portion like that, and then properly align first your electrostatic film, and just remove the bubbles by squeezing it out with your thumb or finger, and then remove the adhesive cover and stick it on your electrostatic film. And making sure that you check it on your phone or on the app if you have great coverage. So once you're done, just firmly press on it. You could untighten this so that you could adjust the tilt of the camera. Once you're done, just rotate it clockwise to tighten it, and you're pretty much good to go. We have our dash cam installed already. And now it's time to hide this wiring going to the car charger. So grab the prying tool included in the kit, and then just tuck the cable underneath the headliner like this, up to the A-pillar trim. And then for the A-pillar trim, if you have an old vehicle or a vehicle on a lower variant or lower trim that doesn't have a curtain airbags right here, you could just easily tuck it on the underneath the panel. Same thing we did with the headliner. But if you have a vehicle that has a curtain airbag right here, you don't want to have the cable running on top of the airbag, because if you get involved in an accident, the airbag won't properly deploy and save you or save your passenger. So for this case, we want to remove this panel and properly tuck in the wiring underneath that A-pillar panel. So to remove this A-pillar trim, especially if you have a grab handle right here, just pop off the covers of the bolt like this one. So grab a flathead screwdriver, a very small flathead screwdriver, and then just try to wedge the flat side on that very narrow gap. Gently or cautiously insert the flat edge and then pry it off, just like that. Alright, and then unbolt this. So just grab your 10mm ratchet and socket and turn it counterclockwise to loosen it. And just like that, the grab handle is already off. After removing the grab handle, remove the weather stripping. So just wedge your fingers right here on the outside area or outside portion, outside side, and just pull it off. And then time to remove the actual A-pillar trim or panel. Just pull the panel off. And once it pops off, pull it up to release it from this side, and we have removed the A-pillar trim. So as you can see, this is the airbag right here.
and we don't want the wire to be crossing on top of it. But yeah, we're just gonna run it along on this wire as well, so you could use your zip ties so that it won't be dangling around as you drive, especially if you're going on rough roads. It might come off and be dangling over the top of the airbag, which could be dangerous as well. So once you're done putting zip ties on the cable and running it along right here and then going down, so just pull the weather stripping out on this portion and hide the cable underneath there. So once you're all good, just put the weather stripping back and it will cover the wire, and will continue working right under here at the glove box or the compartment. But before that, let's put the A-pillar trim back. So there's two hooks right here at the end, so just shoot them on those two tabs and then pop them back. So there's one and another clip right here. So align it at that point, make sure there's already in there, and make sure that this clip align with those holes and give them a good smack, and then put the grab handle back. So turn it clockwise to tighten it, and once it's all snug, just put back the cover, snap it in place, and we're pretty good. And then don't forget to put the weather stripping back. So this portion goes on this pinch weld, making sure that water won't come in. So after putting the wire behind the weather stripping and running it down up to here, it's time to put the wiring or the cable underneath the glove box or this dash right over here. So on the Hilux, or if you have a cover right underneath here, most likely it will have some sort of screw or bolt holding it in. And for my case, for the Hilux, it only has these plastic tabs. So just pinch this part and pull it out. There are 4 of these, and yeah, last one, and we got the trim out. So just remove that, and we'll tuck the wiring underneath here. But before we do that, let's tuck the wiring from the car charger going underneath the glove box or compartment. So there's 2 separate trims right here, or panels, so there's a gap in between. I could just tuck the wiring in between those gaps. So grab your prying tool and start wedging the wire in between these 2 panels. Put it there. I'll just start with this part because it's much nearer, just to hold the wire for now, and we'll just pull it later on once we have pretty much everything underneath on this part. So like that, and just simply follow it up to the car charger. If it's a little short, pull it so that we have enough working length to tuck in the cable in between these 2 panels. Once we're done tucking the wire here, just fold the excess neatly, and if you want, you could find an anchoring point somewhere underneath the dashboard. Like for example, on this Hilux, you could use this. So put zip tie around here and on this wire so that it is hanging from that point. But on my case, since we have a panel right here, I'm just gonna put it right there and put the panel back into place. And don't forget to tuck the wiring on this side as well, so in between the panel gaps, so that we could have a very clean looking install. So once we're good, time to put the cover back on, and we should be pretty much good. Alright, so there, we're done installing the cable, and it's looking pretty clean. So from the dash cam, no wires are dangling right here.
on this corner as well, or on the front A-pillar trim, down to this side and up to this side. No wires dangling underneath the passenger dashboard side and on here as well. Alright, so for installing the hardwire kit, I won't dive deep into it. I'll have a separate DIY video on how to install the hardwire kit, but I'll just give you a brief overview on how to do it. So obviously Type-C goes into your dash cam, and then on the other end of the hardwire kit you have 3 cables or 3 wires. So the black one goes to a grounding point. The yellow one, you want to tap this on an accessory or electrical component that has power only when the vehicle is turned on to accessory or when the vehicle is running. And then the red cable, you want to tap this on an electrical wire or component that has power all the time, even when the vehicle is turned off. So yeah, you might need a fuse extender or a fuse tap like this one. So you want to join this cable or connect these 2 cables and then put it on, slot it in on your fuse box rather, and then put the corresponding fuses right here. So yeah, that's basically an overview. And also when you're tapping, you should tap on a component that is not very crucial or very important on the vehicle. Like for example, you only want to tap on accessories like the 12-volt socket and other, not so important components like radio and etc. You don't want to tap on like the computers of the vehicle, your lights, your anything related with your brakes, something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the overview of the hardwire kit. I'll have a separate DIY video diving deep into the installation of the hardwire kit.
So that's pretty much it on how to properly install a dash cam in your vehicle. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't. So guys, thanks for watching and see you on the next vid.